Okay. Well, I have gotten a ton of nerdy stuff lately. Some stuff gifted to me, some stuff I've purchased, mostly from podcasts, supporting them. So I thought I'd just show a little bit of it off. First off, got that Salty Nerd banner that I bought off the Salty store. Matt Viter was like, "What are you going to do with a banner? I don't even use it." I'm like, "Well, I'm using it because behind that is my very messy storage unit." But first thing I want to show, what motivated me to do this, was I'd gotten a package from Salty Nerd, and I did a little quick video on Twitter about that. But first, this custom made little baby Yoda, and he comes out, goes in his little pod, and he said that was for my daughter. So I will at some point here shortly let it go and give it to her because it was intended for her. But he also included a bunch of stickers, so that's cool. And beautiful note. I already read that on Twitter, but this is the thing that got me. Was this Star Trek bottle opener. That is just awesome, and I really want to thank Alex and Matt and Jude and Danny and all the ones that are part of the Salty crew. Full disclosure, I am a patron of theirs, but I do that to support because I enjoy their podcast. And so this extra stuff, that wasn't necessary, but it is greatly appreciated. So that was right off the bat. My camera's shaky. Matt Vader, you inspired me to do this because, I saw your opening video. I thought, well, if he can do that, I can. I recently purchased Sonic the Hedgehog. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a huge Sonic the Hedgehog fan. Much the way some of you are. Jurassic Park, Star Wars, Indiana Jones. Huge Sonic the Hedgehog fan. That is my franchise. So it's the 4K Ultra HD plus Blu-ray plus digital. I actually don't have a way to watch this. I had to get the regular DVD, and I also bought it on YouTube and Amazon Prime, but the limited edition came with a comic book, so I'm like stoked about that. Gonna open that up. Let's see. That to me is cool. So, kind of having that collector's part, that's the cool part, and then the rest of it's just CD case. But getting that, I had to have that. So someday I'll have a player that I can actually watch it on in that glorious 4K Ultra, but not yet. Next. I believe it's because I answered a poll or something for... Oh, I followed them on Instagram and stuff, but Yoshi sent me this. Yoshi. And that. K2SO. That's... Really appreciate that. Getting this from someone who actually worked on the Star Wars movies was just a really cool bit of nerd interaction, and I really appreciated that. The first care package I got from the Salty Nerd a couple months back Came with some stickers, and as well as a mug. Unfortunately, I don't have that with me here at work. It's at home, getting used, and then a dinosaur pin, also at home. But I thought that would be cool to mention. At some point, I'm probably going to get in trouble for, graffitiing the town, because I got just tons of these stickers. But it's cool though. And I do want to apologize. I was bummed. I knew I had, right where it was supposed to be, my Scarif, Always Sunny on Scarif sticker. But I can't find that. But I do have my Red 5 network t-shirt. So that's really cool. I've got my Always Sunny on Scarif shirt. I really like this shirt. This is cool. I get a lot of comments on that shirt. I even got a comment about how they really liked my Star Trek shirt. Once again, take a look. Yeah, lady told me that. But of course, that was at Sonic Drive-In, and they also told me that when I asked for mustard, they brought me honey mustard. So I guess I have to cut her some slack. Seemed a little special there. So those I purchased from the Scarif store, but they did send me some free stickers, and like I said, I'm bummed because I can't find them right now. Then I bought this because if there's any sci-fi property that I'm close to Sonic, it's got to be Back to the Future. And I've been loving The Mandalorian. So then when I saw this, which is, Baby Yoda and Mando dressed up as Marty and Doc with the DeLorean, I had to have that. Had to have that. So I bought that. At the same time, I got this one. Haven't worn this one yet. But I'm a huge, huge Doctor Who fan. And of course, love Scooby-Doo as a kid. So, seeing Shaggy and Scoob there with the mystery TARDIS looking, like the Doctor and K9. So that was cool. Bit of nerdum for me there. And then I'm also a patron of a magazine called Megavision, and I got 2 issues here. I haven't keep them in their packages. Let's see which one's the other one. So I got Megavisions number 8, and then just got this one, Megavisions number 9, and this one's really cool. That Cyber Trooper Virtual On, and what this magazine does, it talks about some current stuff, but not a whole lot. It's mostly going back to the age when we had these magazines, and they were a big deal. But you get gaming magazines now, and they look like a website. They just don't interact. There's no videos, and so that's why they're so boring. But this is going back to magazines like what you used to get. It does a lot of retro stuff, but what's interesting is they tell some stories about development, about things that a lot of these Japanese studios kept close to the chest at the time, and so now they going that. But like I said, it does cover some newer stuff. Wonderful 101. It's not new, but it's not old. But just a lot of good stuff. Because most stuff nowadays, you'd rather read it, online. But this is the kind of stuff that 10 years from now, I'm still gonna pull this out of stuff. And I think you have to subscribe, $15 patron, but they only charge you when the issue ships. and they don't even do about I think it's like an issue every other month or so. It's hard to tell because I subscribed not that long ago, and then all the COVID stuff, which slowed it down. But you're not gonna like, oh, it's not $15 a month. It's $15 per issue, and it's just really well done by a bunch of. Admittedly, most of them are Sega nerds. That's why it's Megavision. It covers Nintendo. It covers a lot of the old school stuff, and then, like I said, a little bit of the new. But it's nothing that's dated next week. This is stuff that is going to be cool to look at years later. One last thing I wanted to say. The Coruscant Radio Underground Science Fictionary podcast, they did a contest and sent me a issue of Silver Surfer, and I can't show that because I'm recording on the device that I got that comic digitally. So, but that was really cool of you guys. So I really appreciated that. So once again, big thank you to the Salted crew, big thank you to the Scarif crew, to the Megavision crew, and the Science Fictionary podcast. Loving all your podcasts and many others, and so it's cool to get some of this nerdy stuff and show it off. And just wanted to take a moment to do that. Thank you guys.